this is my interview task for the Firebase project, and I'm doing this video because I want to just go over my code, what my website's looking like, and the features I've added. So let's get straight to it. So as you can see, I decided to use React, so I do have to run it from the terminal so I can get it started. So just give me one moment. Now, as it's loading, I use React for the front end. So the website I've used is JavaScript, of course, and then for the back end, which I'll explain later, that is the Python for it, where I did the machine learning, which I'll show you in a sec. As you can see, it downloaded the file. The reason why I downloaded the file is because it actually gets the results, and I use those results in the back end, which I'll show you in a sec. So as you can see, I did a bar chart over the nutrition of each of the dates, as well as the sleep. And as you can see, it's organized, nice and organized. And here I have a table of the results, like you wanted, the health status, moderate, good, and poor. Now this is actually getting it from the back end of the Python, so I'm actually like updating in real time. I've added a search feature where you can search the patient ID, such as 1 and 2 of go. And then also you can also specify it to the health status. So if I put good, it will show all the good. If I put poor, show the poor. And finally moderate, as you guys can see. And that is pretty much all I've really done. The reason we call it interactivity, you know, it does look fancy a little bit, you know, very easy to look at and so forth. Now if I go to my code, right now I call this the category predictor. I'm just going to run it, and this is basically the machine learning. I just call it that though, but this is basically the machine learning. And as I run this code, just give it one moment. Let's see, is it running? Oh, there we go. Cool, perfect. So there we go. So as you can see, I will say my test sample is I made it smaller. That's why you only see penetrations. But however, what I've been doing is I've been moving so rather than start from index 0, I have moved it around to check following. So as you can see, the results are perfect, but like I said, it's literally like 20 patients. So it's nothing crazy that should be expected if anything. But these are the results for it. And then finally, I got a diagram going over the good, the moderate, and the poor, and the statistics. So yeah, finally in the back end, if there's one more thing I want to show you guys. Let me just close that. One more thing I want to show you guys is if I go down, where do I do it? Oh yeah, I use forest classifier, but you all know that. Finally, as you can see, this file here, it actually creates the folder for it. So what I've done is the file on the website that gets downloaded, I send that to the backend to then do the research on it, and then all the results I get here, I make a new file called predicted patient, which I then send back to the front end, which is here, and to the table, sorry. So if I search, table, as you can see, then I send it to here, and I put all the results I've gotten through here. And then finally, I wrote some CSS for the tables, the dashboard, how I wanted it to look, and finally making sure it's that themed. But that's everything I wanted to go over, just in case my code struggles to run when you check the github.com. I'm in the GitHub repository, so thank you for your time, and yeah, thank you.